Let us start with the instantaneous rate in terms of product concentration. In the previous graph, I told about the instantaneous rate for reactant concentration. We have seen the instantaneous rate, that is at a particular moment of time we have calculated. So, where the limitation, what is the limitation? Time approaches to 0. So, the previous graph talked about the instantaneous rate for a particular moment, that is in terms of reactant concentration. Now, we are going to talk about the instantaneous rate for product concentration. We are going to talk about the product now. So, graphical representation of instantaneous rate in terms of product concentration, product concentration. Again we are going to take, we are going to draw time in the x-axis, which is measured in seconds, and molar concentration of products, in the y-axis. Where the unit is mole per liter, already I told you. Both for reactant and product, the unit is moles per liter. So, we are getting a graph, like this, where the concentration of the product increases with respect to time. In the previous case, I got a graph where the concentration of the reactant decreases with the time. Now, I got a graph where concentration of the product increases with the time because the reaction proceeds. So, what is happening? In the beginning, the concentration of the reactant will be greater. When the reaction proceeds, what is happening? The concentration of the reactant decreases. So, the reaction is moving towards the product concentration. So, the concentration of the product will be greater. So, here we are getting a graph like this. So, I wanted to know the, what is that? Concentration of the product at this point of time, or this instant of time. So, I can show the R instantaneous at this point. So, at this point I wanted to know the concentration of the, what is that, product with respect to time. So, I am taking it as a T1. So, here what is that? I am getting a, if I draw a tangent at this point, and what is happening? The slope of the tangent, so what I will get? I will be getting the slope of the tangent gives the instantaneous rate in terms of product concentration. So, here at this particular point of time, I wanted to know the change in concentration of the product. At this particular point of time, I should know the molar concentration of the product with respect to time. So, I am drawing a tangent at this curve where the slope of the tangent gives the instantaneous rate. So, what is R instantaneous? So, here draw a tangent and the slope of the tangent gives the instantaneous time. The slope of the tangent gives the instantaneous time, instantaneous rate For example, if you want to determine, if I want to indicate in the form of expression, so R instantaneous is equal to delta P by delta T, or we can write it as dP by dt, where the limitation, what is the limitation here? Time approaches to 0. So, what is that? You will be getting delta R instantaneous is equal to dP by dt. So, what I have done? I have drawn a graph taking time in the x-axis, which is measured in seconds, and molar concentration of the product in y-axis, where the unit is moles per liter. I have drawn a tangent at this point. And the slope of the tangent gives the instantaneous rate. By drawing a tangent and finding out the slope gives us the instantaneous rate of the reaction in terms of molar concentration. So, what is R instantaneous here? That is dP by dt. Why dP? Why? What is this? D indicates here differential. So, differential, that is small time interval, small interval of time. So, we are indicating it by, what is it, dP by dt, where we are talking about the small time change, small interval of time. So, this is the, what is that, graphical representation of instantaneous rate for product concentration. The next one, we are going to talk about the order and molecularity. First, I will define rate law. The expression, the rate law is the expression the expression in which the reaction rate is expressed So, what is rate law? It is the expression which the reaction rate is expressed in terms of molar concentration So, rate law is nothing but the expression in which the reaction rate is expressed in terms of molar concentration of the reactants raised to some power which may or may not be equal to the stoichiometric coefficients which may or may not be equal to stoichiometric coefficients stoichiometric coefficient of the reacting species of the reacting species of reacting species in the balanced chemical equation in the balanced chemical equation in the balanced chemical equation. So what is rate law? Rate law is nothing but it is an expression where the reaction rate is expressed in terms of molar concentration of the reactants raised to some power, where the molar concentration of the reactant may be in some power, where the powers of the concentration terms of the reactants may or may not be equal to the stoichiometric coefficient of the reacting species in the balanced equation. For example, A moles of A plus B moles of B gives C moles of C plus D moles of D. What is the rate of the reaction? R is equal to K into molar mass of A whole power X and molar mass of B whole power Y, where the powers X and Y, the powers X and Y may or may not be equal to stoichiometric coefficient A and B, may or may not be equal to stoichiometric coefficient stoichiometric coefficient A and B. So, to indicate the rate law I have written R is equal to K into A power X and B power Y. What is X and Y? The powers X and Y may or may not be equal to the stoichiometric coefficients of A and B, where K is nothing but rate constant. K is nothing but rate constant. So here what we have defined, I have defined what is that rate law. What is rate law actually? The rate equation or rate expression in which the concentration of the reactants are raised to some power, where the powers of the concentration terms may or may not be equal to the stoichiometric coefficients of the reacting species. What are the reacting species here? A and B. So it may or may not be equal to the stoichiometric coefficients of the reacting species in the balanced equation. To indicate, I have given an expression A moles of A plus B moles of B gives C moles of C plus D moles of D. So here if you want to write the rate law for this equation, R is equal to K into molar concentration of A whole power X and molar concentration of B whole power Y, where the powers X and Y here indicate the concentration of the reacting species A and B, which may or may not be equal to the stoichiometric coefficient which are indicated by small a and small b. So this slide talks about the rate law or rate expression where R is equal to K into A power X and B power Y. So I have defined X and Y, which are the powers of the concentration terms which may or may not be equal to the stoichiometric coefficients, that K stands for rate constant. So K is nothing but rate constant here. The next one we are going to talk about the order of the reaction. We are going to talk about the order of the reaction. Very important definition, and you will be getting numericals also based on this. Order of a reaction. Order of a reaction. What is order of a reaction? Order of the reaction is defined as sum of the powers of the concentration terms of the reactant. It is defined as the sum of the powers of the concentration terms, sum of the powers of the concentration terms, sum of the powers of the concentration terms sum of the powers of the concentration terms of the reactants, sum of the powers of the concentration terms of the reactants in the experimentally determined rate expression or rate equation, in the experimentally determined rate equation. In the experimentally determined rate equation. So, I have defined the order of the reaction, which is nothing but sum of the powers of the concentration terms of the reactant, that is in the experimentally determined rate equation. So, here for example, I am going to give you a reaction A moles of A plus B moles of B gives C moles of C plus D moles of D. What is the order of the reaction here? First you write the rate equation. Rate of the reaction is equal to K into A power X and B power Y. A power X into B power Y. What is the order of the reaction? Order is equal to, we are adding the sum of the powers. What is that? X plus Y. Order of the reaction is X plus Y. When you add the sum of the powers of the concentration terms of the reactants, so what is the power with respect to A? It is X. What is the power with respect to B? It is Y. So, when you add the sum of the powers of the concentration terms in the rate equation, which defines the order of the reaction, here the order of the reaction is X plus Y. So, here I told about the order of the reaction, I defined where it is nothing but sum of the powers of the concentration terms in the of the reactants in the experimentally determined rate equation. I gave one expression AA plus BB gives CC plus DD, where the rate equation can be expressed as R is equal to K into A power X and B power Y, where X and Y are nothing but powers of the concentration terms of the reactants. When you sum up the powers, so for A it is X, for B it is Y. When you sum up the powers of A and B, that is X and Y, that we can get the order of the reaction. Here the order of the reaction is, what is that? X plus Y. So, up to this I am stopping today, children. We are going to see another important concept, molecularity, and some more points I have to discuss under order of the reaction. We are going to see some examples for that, then we will move on to the molecularity of the reaction. So, up to this I am stopping today. We will see the remaining topics tomorrow. Thank you, children.